I'm Kevin, owner of Gramps Wood Toys. See everybody else on YouTube and Facebook making videos, so I thought I'd try my hand at it. Start with a tour of my shop. Let's take a look. Behind the lathe on the wall we have a variety of tools that I use with my lathe. My gouges and some handy wrenches. Over here I've got my cabinets for large tools. I've got my saws, zig saws and cut-off saws, glue guns, my Dremel supplies, and I've got plans and notes and instructions and warranties for a lot of my tools here. And I use these little plastic tubs for storing things that I don't use on a regular basis. They're kind of up there on a high shelf. As we move along here, I've got my scroll saw and my sanding area. I got sandpaper stored there. I've got a pretty nice sound system with some pretty good sized speakers, and it attaches by a Bluetooth mechanism located right here. That's attached to my stereo. It picks up whatever I want to listen to off of my iPhone. I like that. Get good reception. And up here on the shelf I have my sharpening station with my sharpening stones, and get my planer blades and my chisels razor sharp. And here's my assembly table that I use for assembling small stuff, little toys and what have you, trains. And these are all the tools that at my disposal and at quick hand that I can access quickly to use while assembling. I store my glue and my chemicals up above that I use on a regular basis. And I love my little Sears and Roebuck saw blade clock. I think that's pretty cool. My drill press with the homemade drill press table trimmed in walnut. It's got a track fence on it with quick stops. And right here I got my shelving with a lot of my bins for different size screws. Some extra toys that I didn't know what to do with and what have you. Over here's next to the drill press I've got my new 1-inch belt and disc sander. My old one is located back over here next to my lathe, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. Maybe I'll sell it on Craigslist. I probably won't be using it that much, if at all. My dust collection, and next to that on my bench I have a 4-inch belt sander with a 6.5-inch disc sander on it, and storage back behind on the pegboard for things that I use in this area, sanding belts, discs. Next to that I have my Delta bandsaw with another homemade miter table with a homemade miter fence. Then next to that I have my radial arm saw, which used to belong to Dad. It's like a 1970 radial arm saw. There's a lot of controversy on these things, and I really like it. I mean, you just got to be safe with it. I really enjoy it. And it's also got a homemade dust collecting system that the blade fits finally inside that little slot, and as I cut, it will shoot that stuff right back into that slot and into those little holes, which collects in that box through the dust hose and the blast gate and on up through the to the dust collector. And next to that, I've used to store a Folgers can here with wooden scraps that I would throw away. But now I've devised this little door here that I can throw my wooden scraps in, and when that gets full down there, I just pull this tray out and then dump it. But and next to the radial arm saw, I have my router table that I do some routering with. Up above that is my pegboard with some extra storage up above. I bought these little carry trays, containers that on Amazon. They were really cheap. I really like them. But then as we move over here to the back door, this goes to pretty much nothing. There's my dust collecting system. It's a heavy duty shop vac, wet dry shop vac, attached to a dust deputy mounted on a 5-gallon bucket, which I have to remember to empty regularly. Then as we move along over here to the next wall, next to my back door, I've got my lumber rack and my space heater up above that keeps this place pretty toasty. If I want it, it'll toast me out. Then down below that, I have this old medical cart that come from a hospital that I bought from a guy in Kansas City. Actually, I think he gave it to me. But it's been really handy. The only problem with it is if the drawers are too deep. I could really use narrower, shallower drawers in it to store more stuff. On top of that is my new T-track table, assembly table. Use it for assembly and layout, and I'm really looking forward to using that this year. Then next to that, I'll have my planer, which is not yet here. It will arrive here very shortly in the next day or two on a homemade cart with retractable casters. You can find more of that on my Facebook page, how that all operates and stuff. Down below my radial arm saw table and sanding area, I've refurbished a vintage Equipto brand parts bin that was used in a machine shop, and it was in pretty bad shape. It was in good shape, it was really grimy and well used, and you know, I wanted something a little bit cleaner looking in my shop, so I redid it. I buffed it all down and repainted it and polished the screws and put labels on each of the drawers with pictures, and that's really handy. I'm looking forward to using that. I was using a very small parts bin before. Those are filling up pretty quicker than I really care for, although it does come in handy when I'm looking for small scraps. But anyway, that's pretty much it for my shop. I'm glad you were able to view this. Well, that's a tour of my shop. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and stop by sometime. Maybe I'll make you a toy.